Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to study the metabolism of fats. So fats are hydrolyzed into fatty acids by the lipases enzymes, but these fatty acids, because of their long chains, they are very difficult to metabolize. So they are metabolized through the process of beta oxidation. Now what happens in beta oxidation? It takes place in mitochondria. The first step, which is activation step, is outside the outer membrane of mitochondria, because these long chain fatty acids are very difficult to move inside the inner membrane of the mitochondria due to their long size. So we require a carnitine which will carry these long chain fatty acids into the inner membrane of the mitochondria. So first step is the activation of fatty acids. Here we are activating the fatty acids with the help of carnitine, magnesium ions and the ATP. Now in activation step, what we are doing is, first of all I will tell you why we call it as a beta oxidation, because here it is the functional group, this is the alpha carbon, this is the beta carbon. So all the reactions are carried on this carbon, which is the beta carbon. This is alpha carbon, this is functional group. That's why we call it as beta oxidation. Alpha carbon, beta carbon, all reactions on this carbon, so beta oxidation. So coming to the first step of beta oxidation, first step is activation, where we are activating the long chain fatty acid with the help of carnitine, magnesium ions and the ATP in the presence of an enzyme, acyl-CoA synthetase. Now the name of the enzyme itself is telling you that it will synthesize the acyl coenzyme A. This is the coenzyme A portion. So this first step is activation, which is outside the in the outer membrane of the mitochondria. Now coming to the, when these long chain fatty acid is get activated with the help of carnitine, then it enters the inner mitochondrial membrane, which is the second step. Now what happens in the second step? We have got this acyl coenzyme A, which is called as active fatty acid. Now when it enters the inner mitochondrial membrane with the help of carnitine, it forms acyl coenzyme A. Then it undergoes the first dehydrogenation. Now what is dehydrogenation? It is removal of these two hydrogens in the presence of enzyme dehydrogenase. So when these two hydrogens will be removed, it will be taken up by the FAD. FAD is flavin adenine dinucleotide. These two hydrogens are taken up by the FAD, which will reduce it into FADH2. So this after reduction, there will be reoxidation of this FADH2 and it will give 3 ATP molecules during the respiratory chain or electron transport chain. So next step is, after the dehydrogenation, when two hydrogens are removed, we get the double bond here at beta carbon. All the reactions are taking place at the beta carbon. Now what happens when there is a double bond at this step? We call it as enoyl, because this ene comes from the double bond and oil comes from this moiety. Then next step is hydration. That means water molecule is added up in this reaction, which will add water molecule at the beta carbon. We can see here it was double bond. After the addition of water molecule, there is a hydration of this beta carbon, and it forms a 3-hydroxy acyl coenzyme A. So this is the, now after this step, these two hydrogens, they get removed, because next step is second dehydrogenation. So in second dehydrogenation, D means removal of hydrogens. Which hydrogens? These two hydrogens. So these two hydrogens, when it will be removed, it will be taken up by the NAD molecule, nicotine adenine dinucleotide, which will reduce it into NADH2 molecule. So which will give you 3 ATPs during the reoxidation and enters the electron transport chain. So after the second dehydrogenation, there is formation of, when these two hydrogens are removed, there is formation of carbon oxygen double bond at the beta carbon. So it is called as 3-keto-acyl coenzyme A. 3-keto-acyl coenzyme A. Then comes the last step, which is the thiolysis or the cleavage. Thio means sulfur group. We have the sulfur group here. So cleavage will take place at this moiety, because this arrow is showing the cleavage. So sulfur bond will break and it will form acyl coenzyme A, this thing, and the acetyl coenzyme A, which will enter the TCA cycle to produce the carbon dioxide molecule. And this acyl coenzyme A will re-enter the second step of beta oxidation with 2 carbons less. Just remember this point, this is very important point. This acyl coenzyme A, when it is re-entering the second step of beta oxidation, there is shortage of 2 carbon molecules. So that means it will keep on repeating this cycle until there is removal of 2 carbon molecules in every cycle. So this keeps on repeating and repeating until we get the final product, which is our acetyl coenzyme A. We want this molecule from the long chain fatty acids. So the long chain fatty acids are metabolized into the simpler acetyl coenzyme A through these 5 steps of beta oxidation to give you finally, which will enter the carbon TCA cycle to give you carbon dioxide and the easy digestion. Thank you so much for listening very carefully. Thank you.